Have you ever calorie counted before and over some time you feel like, oh my god, this is just too much? You're not alone. About 8 years ago, when I first started my fitness journey, I stuck through a straight 1,200 calorie diet, and I was very religious about it, and I never swayed from it. But over time, I really could not keep up with it. Even though it gave me the weight loss that I needed, it isn't sustainable. And one habit, okay, we really focus on sustainable results, making sure that you can do whatever that you are doing with us, even without us around. So today, I want to talk about calorie counting and some of the problems that it can actually give you and what you can do instead. So first things first, calorie counting actually make people feel deprived and restricted. The thing about calorie counting is that it actually emphasizes on what you cannot do or have, instead on nourishing you, adding value to your body, and improving the food quality. So over time, your brain will start feeling restricted and deprived, and instead of choosing healthy food, it will do the exact opposite. Secondly, counting calories does not tell you about food quality. For example, you're eating 2,000 calories a day. Would you rather choose 2,000 calories of healthy, nutrient-rich meals over the spread of the day? Or would you just go to McDonald's, have like 800 calories of Big Mac, Coke, fries, and things like that, and have dinner with some pizzas and things, okay? Food that does not add value to your body. That's the thing about calorie counting that it doesn't do. It doesn't tell you about the food quality. Thirdly, calorie counting is grossly inaccurate. The thing is, and the thing that researchers has found is that it can have about 25% error in the calories in and calories out. So, even if you try to eat 2,000 calories, your app says that, hey, I am eating 2,000 calories. It can be about 1,500 to 2,500 calories. So, it is pretty inaccurate. It's also a pain in the butt if you actually think about it. Example, okay, if you actually Google Apple nutrition on Google right now, all right, it will give you all these options. What's the size of the apple? Is it a medium size or a large size? How do we even know that? Unless we are always carrying a weighing scale with us, then it's just really a pain, right? It's also one of the reasons why people give up calorie counting, because it's just so difficult. It's just not realistic, and you just don't know exactly how much you're eating in order to translate it into the calories that you are consuming. Lastly, why we don't actually use calorie counting at one habit is because it does not help you build good habits. Yes, it might work in the short term, you might lose weight, but then what? Are you gonna still calorie count when you're like 40, 50, 60? I'm pretty sure not. So if you are trying to build healthy lifestyle for the rest of your life, then don't even start with calorie counting. It's just not sustainable. So how do we actually get through this? First things first, the thing that I teach the most with my clients is to be aware of what they are eating. They're eating a lot. Yep, that's awareness, okay? The food that they're eating makes them feel a little bit tired. Yes, that's awareness, okay? The food that they're eating just makes them feel full. That is awareness. And being aware of what you're eating is the first step in changing your diet. And if you are aware, you are in control. You can always carry your awareness with you. You don't need a weighing scale or a calorie list or an app for that, okay? An awareness app perhaps, but not a calorie counting app. But being aware is the only true way to get healthy and fit for life. So what can you do today? First things first, let me just emphasize that I want you to try and get the basics right. It's not how much you know, it's how much you do that is right consistently. You don't need to calorie count. Instead, use your appetite awareness. Ask yourself how this food reacts to you, how it makes you feel. And then just repeat that. Eat slowly, eat mindfully, and eat till you're 80% full every single meal. Give it a go. You don't have to calorie count if you don't want to. Just check in with your feelings. That's the best bet.